Hey everyone, welcome to today's DIY bedroom makeover on a budget. This is an affordable bedroom makeover, and y'all, I am bringing you guys an ultimate bedroom makeover because this is our guest room and I really needed some serious TLC. I did some DIYs in this room. I got everything on a bargain, and I really just wanted to put a fresh touch to this room for our guests when they come to stay with us. If you're new here, I'm Becca and I'm a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse. I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family, but let's hop into today's video. We can leave and run away someday. As you can tell, this room was a complete disaster. We have literally just been stockpiling things in here since we moved in July. It's been our catch-all. We haven't had any guests since we moved in, so it wasn't a cause for concern. But I've been wanting to redo our guest bedroom since our last house. All of this furniture I've been wanting to paint, and I've really just wanted to really bring this room to life because we are a military family. A lot of our family travels to come and see us, and I want them to have a nice, cozy, welcoming place when they come and stay with us. My main objective with this room was to get it completely cleaned up and organized and everything in its spot or out of this room if it didn't belong in here, because I was already planning on painting the furniture in here, so I just wanted a clean slate because this room is a little bit smaller, so there wasn't a whole lot of room to work with, especially with all the clutter. So I just figured empty out the room, get everything organized before we start painting. We don't need nobody else. I got you. And you got me too. I've been saving you. And you save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and save you. Now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and take this tarp that I got from Lowe's and I'm going to lay it down on the floor to be sure that I do not get anything on the carpet. This is our brand new house, so I really wanted to make sure that I really protected the carpet. I get a little messy when I'm painting, and I know that, so I know that I have to put something down or migrate out to the garage. And it was chilly on these days, so I just kind of wanted to stay in the house, and it's a lot easier to get these kind of tasks done when you're in the same place as your little ones, because you know it's easier to keep an eye on them. I've been saving you, you save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need it too? 'Cause I got you. Before painting your furniture, you always want to make sure to give it a really good clean. I typically would use Windex. That's just kind of usually what's advised, but unfortunately I didn't have any on hand, so I just went ahead and used the wood cleaner I had since this is all wood. Still my glass was half empty, but you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good was always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out, even after all of these years. You still look at me with the same love. It's just decided to go ahead and take this piece of cardboard and just cut little rectangles out of it to put underneath the feet of the TV stand and these little side tables, because I wanted to make sure that I was able to get the feet really good and they weren't being dug into the carpet and lost. My life's an adventure, 'cause you came along and showed me how. paint these pieces, I went with Walmart's Waverly chalk paint and white. And then I just got this roller at Lowe's, and it said it's for cabinets, doors, and more. So I thought it would be perfect for this. I struggled at the beginning because I could not get the roller to like click on. And eventually I got it on, I got it to work, but it was a mess at the beginning. And this is once again why I put a tarp down. So this was my first time working with chalk paint, and I really liked the idea of being able to use the chalk paint because you don't have to sand with it, and it just is kind of low key in the prepping department. So I really wanted to give it a try and see how I liked it. But typically in the past I have taken a regular paint that is a flat paint, and it gives the same appearance as a chalk paint. It's just sometimes you have to do, you know, one more coat because it's a little bit thinner than a chalk paint. I do have to say that this paint was great. I really liked this paint in general. I did come along and have some errors and almost a complete fail, really. You guys will see it in a little bit. But it really had nothing to do with the paint. It was more user error and just it being my first time using chalk paint. I really wanted to tell those of you who are scared to start projects like this to definitely just go ahead and do it. I have done a lot of projects like this, and I've definitely learned and made mistakes along the way, but everybody does. It's a learning process. I'm not a professional painter. I'm not a professional like designer, anything like that, but you just learn along the way and you make mistakes, and that's okay. You fix them, you learn from them. And eventually you get it down, you get a system, and you get your way. I have a hard time because I struggle with doing these projects so far in between that sometimes I almost forget the techniques that I was like, oh, I need to do it this way. And then by the time the next time I do it, I kind of forgotten. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I was supposed to do it this way. But don't be afraid to start a new project. Don't be afraid to do it in general. I'm here to tell you, you are so capable. You can definitely do it. And if you have that piece you've been staring at and you're like, I just want to paint it or want to do something new with it, do it. You got it. Together, if I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? This TV stand is a piece that I have been wanting to paint white for the last 3 years. And unfortunately, I felt like every time I started a project, other rooms just came first and were more important than the guest room. And so I kept putting it on the back burner, but I'm so happy I finally did it. I love how it turned out. But I just also wanted to tell you guys too that I don't show all of the coats that I do just because I feel like that would be very daunting and boring for you guys. But I did end up doing 3 coats on each, yes. I did 3 coats on each thing. So the 2 side tables and on this. And I did eventually come to doing the edging first. Like on the other coats, I started off with the edging and then started with the roller. I found that it was more seamless that way whenever I did it like that. Don't you know that I would, 'cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here? So for our top coat, I'm using my Miniwax water-based poly and clear satin. And I'm going to use these foam brushes to put it on. This is how I always do this. I paint and then I put this poly on. I usually actually use a matte poly, but I just got a wild hair and was like, I want to do satin this time, which honestly, I didn't end up liking the satin. It was still a little too glossy for me. I really just love the like dried, chalky matte look. And if you want to get that, like I said, with just a regular paint instead of a chalk paint, get a flat paint, whatever color you're doing, get it in flat, and then do a matte poly, and you are going to have that chalk look.
It's cold outside, and I kind of feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. We were such a constellation.
Depending on how much your project is going to be used is going to be the determining factor of how many coats of poly you do. I ended up doing 3 coats of poly because I knew that people would probably put their drinks on this table. I knew I was going to put decorative stuff on the TV stand. So I just wanted to be sure that it was going to be durable and really be able to withstand if, you know, somebody comes in with their keys and puts it on there, if somebody comes in with a drink, whatever you might have. I just wanted to make sure it was durable, and I highly suggest that if you are doing some type of like table refinish, definitely do 3 coats of poly on the top, if not 4, just to make sure you don't want water damage on your wood or anything like that. So always highly suggest that.
I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside, and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you.
While we wait for the poly to dry and cure and everything, we are going to change out this little light for a ceiling fan. I have changed out almost every light in my house for the same exact ceiling fan, and we just wanted to make sure that this room fit in as well with it. Next, I'm taking these little hoops that I got for our curtains. And this curtain rod I got from Walmart. It was literally a few dollars. It was so inexpensive. These little hoop things I paid $10 for, and then the curtains I also paid $10 for, both on Amazon. And I will try and link everything I possibly can in the description box down below. If there's no link, that just means it's a bargain shop find that I really can't get a hold of. But most of the stuff I will have linked in the description box down below.
I got you, and you got me too.
Alright guys, here is where I ran into a problem, and this was almost a complete fail. I talked to my friend HasFam, who does furniture for a living, and she said that chalk paint, if you don't use a primer with a light chalk paint, the wood underneath has a tendency to bleed through when you put the poly on. Something just activates it. So she suggested to repaint it and use a lacquer to top it. So I went ahead and sanded it down, repainted it, and then I used what I had on hand, which is this ultra matte clear topper in Rust-Oleum, and I sprayed that just how the directions say. I gave it a good couple sprays so that it was a thicker layer. I don't think this is as strong as a poly, so it's not as protected, but at this point I was too scared to try anything else.
And you we won't be scared.
You will see me flying high. I'm staring into your blue eyes.
Now we're moving on to making the bed, and I got these sheets at TJ Maxx for $20, and I got this comforter at Target for $30, and we're just gonna go ahead and make the bed now.
I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and save you. Oh, oh. Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime when you're out of tight and you. I got you.
You got me, got me. You got me, got me. You got me too. Got me, got me.
I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it. Don't you need it too? 'Cause I got you.
You got me too.
Shooting me with
I got these pillows at TJ Maxx, and they were $40, which honestly is kind of a splurge for me, but I really liked them and I thought they were going to go with the decor really well, so I really just thought it was worth it, to be honest, and they're so stinking soft.
I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright.
I also got this blanket. It is just a throw blanket at TJ Maxx, and it was $20, and it's so soft. Y'all, this blanket is just, I want to rub it on my skin. It is literally the softest thing ever. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add the hardware back onto the TV stand. I really didn't do anything with the hardware because I liked the color it was already, and I thought it would go perfect with the white, and it really does. I don't think that if I had done it any other color, it would have looked as good as it does now. Now we start hanging stuff on the wall. This photo actually means a ton to me because my grandfather painted it, and he very recently passed away, and I really wanted to incorporate this in this room, so I decided to hang it above the bed. Next, we're hanging up this sign I got from Hobby Lobby. I got it on sale for 50% off, and it was just perfect for the guest room. And now we are working on these mirrors. I got this idea from my friend Katie Sarah. I was watching one of her cleaning videos one day, and I noticed in her bedroom that she had 3 mirrors, and I just loved how this looked, and I was trying to come up with an idea for this wall because it's such a long wall that I needed to break it up somehow, and I wasn't sure how to do it without breaking the bank, to be honest, because anything big is going to really cost a lot. And I saw her thing and was like, you know what, I'm gonna find the cheapest mirrors I can find that are similar to it and do the same thing. And I ended up finding these mirrors at Walmart for $6 a piece, and I could not be happier with how this turned out.
I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. Let me tell you, no, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you try to hurt me, my skin's getting thicker each day.
Y'all, I had this rug in my entryway at the old house, and I had no idea what I was going to do with it here, and one day I was like, you know what, this will be great for the guest room. I think it's a little too small for this space, but it works for now and looks good. We are going to mount the TV to the wall. I actually got this mount at Walmart for $10, and it worked really great. It tilts the TV just enough, and it's stable, and it looks really good. Now on to my favorite part, which is the decorating, the finishing touches. I am a minimalist when it comes to decorating. I really just don't believe in having a lot of clutter or filling spaces too much, and I thought that this Hello Sunshine plaque was great because it's right when you come in the room. It's very welcoming, a little bit of greenery here and there. And I got all of these things at Ross or TJ Maxx. I always shop affordable things. I do not like to spend a ton of money on decorations, but I do like them to be cute. And y'all, Marshalls, Ross, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, those are always the places I hit up for this type of stuff. I'm always looking for a bargain. You can also check out like Goodwill or any secondhand store, but I thought a clock would be great because there was no clock in this room. But everything I try to put in here for decorations serves a purpose, and I had this extra wireless charger laying around, so I wanted to do that for my guest. And you guys, here is the before. If you guys didn't remember how horrible this room was when we first started, so incredibly bad. And y'all, here is an after clip.
I wanna turn back time, send me some heartbreak. Or would you stay for me if I let you in? So secretly, yeah, my melody, yeah, my melody.
I really could not be any happier with how this room turned out. It is beautiful and far exceeds my expectations for it. And it's so welcoming. I'm so excited to have some guests stay here. I know they will just love it. And you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this room transformation? Thank you so much for choosing to click on this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. That really helps my channel. Share this with a friend that you know will enjoy it, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
The way you move, I've been following.